Today, we're bringing the Lombardi Trophy to the islands. What better place for an NFL franchise than Hawaii? Actually, I can think of like 100 better places. Logistically, it's a nightmare. Good thing this is the internet where I can say and do whatever I want with no repercussions. However, to relocate to Hawaii, I gotta get rid of a current NFL franchise. And the team wheel is gonna decide for me. You know I love my wheels. The team that's relocating to Hawaii is the Raiders? The Texans. The Houston Texans are headed to Hawaii. Now, it would be no fun to rebuild the Houston Texans as they are. This would just be a Texans rebuild. So we're gonna kick this season off with a fantasy draft. But first, I need a coach that embodies Hawaii. Let me introduce you to head coach Classic Kaole. He's 5'11", 400 pounds. This is his first time on the islands, and he would love a tour of the Dole Plantation. He's trying to get some Dole Whip. His cultural knowledge stems from Lilo and Stitch, and he's pretty sure that he wants to attend a luau. Also, he's watched Moana with his daughter about 3 times. All right, coach, let's kick off this fantasy draft. We got round 1, pick 7, but it's no fun if I get to make the picks. I'm gonna let the CPU draft our squad. That's what we're gonna go with, and we'll start rebuilding. All right, what does this roster look like? Round 1, pick 7 should have been a quarterback if I had to guess. Okay, it was definitely not a quarterback because there's no way we took Jared Goff there. Dude, last time I did this, I had Jared Goff at QB as well. I think I gotta trade him. We have Jonathan Brooks and Khalil. Dude, I'm low-key excited about Jonathan Brooks on offense. 77 overall rookie running back out of Texas. 90 speed, 91 excel isn't the best, but we can work with that, Hawaii. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel. I like the wide receivers. We got a superstar wide receiver out of Maryland, DJ Moore. Dude, gotta say, I've never seen the CPU draft such a good O-line. We got rookie JC Latham. We got Batonio, Corbett, Lindstrom, Mike Onwenu. That's a pretty nasty O-line. I mean, Lindstrom himself, that must have been a pretty high pick. Tyler Conklin at tight end. I got to imagine our defense probably better than our offense because I'm not seeing too many very high round picks in here. And we got some studs on defense. Okay, we got Jalen Johnson, stud, Paulson Adebo, Montez Sweat, Alan McNeil, Milton Williams, Jack Campbell. Love Jack Campbell. And Zaloni. A lot of Lions on this team. We got Clark. We got Simmons. I'm confused. Who was round 1, pick 7? Who on earth did they take with round 1, pick 7? Texans roster. Okay, so Chris Landstrom, Jalen Johnson, Jared Goff, Simmons. Yeah, I don't know. Well, first things first, let's relocate. We got to manage this team, man. We're not the Houston Texans anymore. This ain't NRG Stadium. Aren't the Texans one of the newest franchises too? Honolulu, Hawaii. The fans are certainly interested in it. Hawaii's tropical weather is perfect for kicking a football and for kicking back at its beautiful beaches between games. The market size is decent, but the personality is hardcore. We're relocating to Honolulu. That being said, we can't be the Texans anymore. Wizards, can I be the colonizers? Sorry, that's my bad. Voyagers, like, low-key makes sense here, but I want something a little more tropical. There's no tigers on Hawaii, not that I know about. There's cougars on Hawaii. Thunderbirds. The Cleveland Steamers? Snowhawks, that wouldn't make sense. Riverhogs, Redwoods. I gotta be honest, I don't think any of these make too much sense. The Riverhogs? Wait a minute. The Hogs embody the spirit of warriors and their unrivaled strength and valor. And on Hawaii, you would cook like a Kahlua pig in an underground oven. I mean, it's not technically a hog. I think this makes the most sense, technically. I think there is Team Builder for Madden 25, so I may need to explore that in the future and like really cook up a banger. I've been doing that for college. You know, I will say, I always talk smack about Madden compared to college, but Madden's franchise, so much more fun. I just think it's a better mode. I don't like college football's dynasty. Recruiting is lame. Player progression is lame. You don't have any control over it, dude. You know? Kid will drop 4,000 yards in the Heisman and he'll get like a pat on the back. Are you kidding? He didn't progress? All right. We're the Riverhawks. We're definitely going with a traditional stadium. We don't need a dome on Boar's Head Field. Okay, that's actually sick. Boar's Head Field in Honolulu, Hawaii. I love it. I love it. Honestly goes crazy. I love the Riverhog. The Honolulu Riverhogs, and it flows nicely too. You got that double H. I think we made a great call here. Let's take a look at one of our best players, Jalen Johnson, in his new threads. Honestly, so clean. Jalen Johnson got number 1 on the squad. Let's get a nice look at these jerseys. Dude, I like it, bro. You kind of got like this Dallas Cowboys feel, but you got our alternate color on the sleeves. Got the logo top left. You got the little flare going up. I like it. All right, I do need to trade Jared Goff, though. Love you, Jared Goff. I had Jared Goff on my last rebuild. So I'm actually going to pull, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a reverse Matthew Stafford. The funny thing in my head, I was thinking the Bears don't need a quarterback. They have Caleb Williams. This is a brand new everything. And the Bears' current quarterback, oh my, what the fuck? Yo, that's not right. That's not right. They actually do have him. Okay, wait a minute. What about the Bengals? Okay, the Bengals have Sam Darnold. The Bills have got, oh wow, the Bills really need a quarterback. They've got Gardner Minshew as QB1. Let's make a trade with the Bills. Honestly, this is a pretty awesome trade to me. So we trade 88 overall Jared Goff for a first, a second, and Kyle Pitts. Now, Kyle Pitts in this game is an 81 overall start at, but I think we can resurrect his career, what he was supposed to be. We can make him amazing. So we get some draft capital. We unload Jared Goff. I'm 100% drafting a quarterback in this upcoming class. And our new starting quarterback, wow, I didn't actually think about that. I actually kind of just forgot that if I did that with Jared Goff, I would never quarterback. Our new starting quarterback is Desmond Ridder. Yikes. Okay. I got check free agency. I might have just made a mistake. Okay. Well, Brian Hoyer is available. So no, it's Desmond Ridder. Nathan Peter Goat. Nathan Peter Goat rocking a 49 overall. He is on the board. Ben Gucci Danucci. 54 overall. Trace McSorley. Dude, there's some legends in here. Honestly, though, if this is a big season for DJ Moore and Kyle Pitts, I don't care if we lose 17 games. If I progress my guys well, this could be a nice little season here. Same with Jonathan Brooks. If Jonathan Brooks gets some very quality reps, this could be really nice here. I'm putting DJ Moore at wide receiver 1 and slot wide receiver. Sub linebacker, super important to make sure that's Jack Campbell. If it's not, it can be Nick Cross. I actually like that a lot. Got good safeties on this team. All right, schemes. Desmond Ridder is going to suck no matter what I do. So we're not going to run Texans. We're going to run Kansas City. Kansas City should give me great stats for Kyle Pitts and DJ Moore. We're not going to win games, but it should work. That's a power run West Coast scheme, which isn't the best scheme fit, but a big part of that is the fact I don't have an improviser quarterback, and I mean, come on. We're not turning Desmond Ridder into God here. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We could unintentionally be rocking Desmond Ridder this whole time. And I'm going to try out Houston Texans defense. 4-3 cover 3, D'Amico Ryans. I've never used it. Let's give it a go. All right, sitting at midseason, the Riverhogs are 3-4. That could be worse for our first season. Okay. Oh my God. Wait, look who's leading the league. Wait a minute. Look who's leading the league in passing yards. What have I done? Did I just build a dynasty? Jared Goff is putting up an MVP season, and I traded him for a first, a second, and Kyle Pitts. Jared Goff, 2,000 yards, 17-2. Desmond Ritter's got 1,900, but he leads the NFL in interceptions. T-Law is third. Michael Penix Jr. on Jacksonville is fourth in yards, and fifth is Will Levis on the Packers, who's throwing 19-4. Will Levis having a immaculate season right now. I am literally leading the league in interceptions behind Geno Smith on the Browns. Well, tied with Geno Smith on the Browns. That is good news, though, for receiving yards. So, Riverhogs, we got DJ Moore putting up 507 tutties right now. Kyle Pitts putting up 404. Dontavian Wicks getting some very quality reps. Curtis Samuel, not so much. Jonathan Brooks has tacked on a few on the ground. Dude, we do have a really good O-line. I might be switching. I might end up switching like Atlanta Falcons where we run the ball a lot. I'd love to run like a run-heavy offense. But right now, I'm just worried about drafting a quarterback. Defensively, we've got 3 interceptions out of Jalen Johnson and a few sacks across the board. I'm not mad about this at all, man. I'm really not. All right, let's play the moments. Let's host the Indianapolis Colts as the Riverhogs. Kind of a similar jersey matchup here. Make sure I don't make a mistake on these. So here's our home unis. Away unis kind of clean. I don't know how I feel about the pants. What about the alternates? Alternates are super clean. Really like those. What about the CPUs? Got all white? Perfect. Track the alternates. Play the moments. Hey, they got DJ Moore up there for the Honolulu Riverhogs, and the Colts have Stafford. Dude, I keep forgetting this is a fantasy draft. Colts have Matthew Stafford. All right, y'all. 3rd and 2, our first rep as Riverhogs. I can promise you, when we're in the Super Bowl, this team's going to look a lot different. But Desmond Ridder, your job right now is to keep this team afloat and develop players. That's DJ Moore. That's Kyle Pitts. That's Jonathan Brooks. Okay? You don't gotta get fancy. You don't gotta reinvent the wheel. Just make good little passes just like that. Jonathan Brooks out today. I love these jerseys, bro. So really, I've never played as the Riverhogs, I don't think, and I'm liking it. I'm liking this. All right, 1st and 10. 0-0. I don't think you can guard DJ Moore over there. You certainly cannot. Colts just got diced up by Desmond Ridder. It's 7-0, and they're bringing me out for a big 3rd down stop. 3rd and 6. Interesting D-line. I'm very happy we have Nick Cross and Jack Campbell, 2 young, really solid guys. Hopefully they can make some plays. Ooh, nice catch. Great catch. Another 3rd down, though. Another opportunity to make a stop. I'm going to go right back on Jack Campbell. Let's guess pass. We know Stafford's passing here. 3rd and 12. What do you got, Stafford? What do you got? Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell, great defense. They do get the pass off, but that's not going to be a first down. Christian Kirk can't get there. They'll take the field goal. Uh-oh, I'm back on defense, first and goal. Uh-oh. Here we go, boys. Oh, they really need me right now. Let's get on Justin Simmons. I love Justin Simmons. Let's see it, baby. First and goal. Oh, shoot, I thought that'd be a handoff. Throws to the back of the end zone, just had to get rid of it. So how is that not intentional grounding? I actually don't know the rules on intentional grounding, but if he's in the pocket, they just airmails it to the back of the end zone. Is that not intentional grounding? I don't know, but that's not enough. They don't have a timeout. What is Indianapolis doing? They're gonna come up with nothing. Oh my God. Caught that ball inbounds. Catching that was the worst thing he could have done there. Hey, we got a lead now, 3-7. Dang, our offense is not moving the ball effectively, though, because we're looking at a 3rd and 14 here in the second half. Let's guess pass again, and Jack Campbell, let's make a play. Let's stay on number 80. Hover the middle like we're blitzing. Give him a little look. Drop back for 80. Drop back for the next one. Jack Campbell, he's got it. And can he get a little bit more? He can. Lurking the CPU. Jack Campbell baits out that first one, drops back to the next. Got a little Hadoken. The Riverhawks. This is in Honolulu. Don't forget. This is in front of the home crowd. All right, 3rd and 2. Finally getting an offensive snap again. Haven't gotten to use Kyle Pitts yet, but I don't want to force it. Let's just see what's open here. Ooh, are you going to be able to catch that, Curtis Samuel? Great play. We needed that, Curtis. Thank you, sir. Got myself in a red zone moment here. 2nd and 4. Kyle Pitts. Can I give corner routes? Oh, my gosh, you can. So used to college football. I forget what routes you can give. Kyle Pitts, I like it, but you're a little too well defended. Jonathan Brooks is going to grab this first down for us. A touchdown here puts us in such a good spot. I wouldn't mind this going to Kyle Pitts. I really want Kyle Pitts to have such a great season. 1st and goal. Is he home? No. Desmond Ridder, don't do it to him. Don't sleep on Desmond Ridder. That's 88 speed, 91 excel. He's honestly, like, he's throwing pretty good balls, but the Colts just scored almost instantly and got the 2-point conversion. Uh-oh. 1st and 10. Jonathan Brooks, let's use that great O-line. 2nd and 6. Yeah, I mean, this playbook's just not built for the run. I don't know. Honest to God, in this game, no playbook is really built for the run. It's kind of a bummer. I feel like a lot of, like, you know, good O-lines are wasted in this game. Oh my God, a fumble! Oh my God, we just picked up the crucial 3rd down, but DJ Moore just fumbled. The game's on the line, 1st and 10, a minute 38. They're in field. Oh, we gotta sack them. We gotta get a sack here. No, it's already too deep of a field goal. We just gotta hold them. We just gotta hold them here. I'm sending an overload blitz on the left side. This is big, really big. They got a few wide open guys, but Stafford doesn't get it off in time. 2nd and 18, that was huge. All right, I'm on Nick Cross now. This is really big. He's gonna throw contested. Broken it up. Oh my goodness, Justin Simmons just laid the hammer on Amari Cooper, and we really needed that. We were in a lot of trouble. That doesn't go through. All right, another blitz off the left side. I'm gonna float to the left with Nick Cross. 3rd and 18. What can we do here, boys? What are we made of here? There it is. Call this play. He's got this deep one down the middle. Throws it to no man's land. It's 4th. He's got to go. They got to go for it. Playing cover 3 Sky. Just got to make a really big play here. I'm going on Mekhi Blackman. He throws short. We just got to tackle him. Sold. Matthew Stafford just sold a check down on 4th and 18. I mean, technically they have 2 timeouts, but can all but put this game away here. All right, let's hand this off to Jonathan Brooks. Let's get out on that left side. Look at this O-line. Now, if my wide receivers learned how to block like my own line, I think we might be in business. 2nd and 5, they use one of their timeouts. Nice little route here puts this game away. Let's see what we got. Jonathan Brooks wide open. No fumble chance if you get down. And that's ball game. The Riverhogs in front of the home crowd come up with a very close win over the Indianapolis Colts. We're certainly not where we want to be yet. That just puts us at 4 and 4. But I'm excited for the future of this team. We got a lot of guys who are going to develop well. Shout out Desmond Ridder. Shout out Desmond Ridder. He did have the game-winning scrambling touchdown here in week 8 of the NFL season. Nice work, Ridder. Bro, let me just be real. Desmond Ridder at the helm to go 7 and 10, like, that ain't bad at all. The only problem is it makes my draft picks a little worse, but that's okay. All right, Desmond Ridder finishes the season with good yards, but literally, like, so many interceptions. Honestly, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted my dog shit quarterback to put up good numbers, and that's what he did. 16 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, DJ Moore. That's got to be a dev trade upgrade, hopefully. Kyle Pitts, 958 and 7 is solid. He'll get some overalls, probably not a dev trait. And everybody else put up some decent numbers as well. On the ground, we do have a good O-line, so I think Jonathan Brooks, considering Chiefs playbook isn't that great for your running back, he still did pretty good. Desmond Ridder had 4 rushing touchdowns. Defensively, Jack Campbell and Nick Cross, two of our younger guys on defense. Top of the tackle boards. That's so good for us. An interception, each of them. 2 for Jack Campbell. 6 interceptions. Jalen Johnson, he may have led the league. And 13.5 sacks out of Milton Williams? We might be creating some monsters here, but if I'm being totally honest, I did create a monster. I created a true monster, except he's not on my team. I created an MVP caliber Jared Goff on the Buffalo Bills. 42-4. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he got a dev trade upgrade. He did. Holy shit. Jared Goff is a 95 overall. It literally was a Matthew Stafford, wasn't it? I just hope they didn't win a Super Bowl. Then it really would be a Matthew Stafford. JJ McCarthy is up there. I certainly that has to be an NFL record, right? I mean, how can you throw 31 interceptions? Desmond Ridder. Clearly it's possible. And no matter what I do, Jameis always finds his way to a top 5, but look who picked up Jameis. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A little loyalty. Bijan was the Leeds' leading rusher on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 15, 90, and 19 touchdowns. ETN had 20 on the Giants. Derrick Henry on the Chargers. See, like, if I'm being honest, this is kind of like a playbook that I could run with that O-line. Jonathan Brooks isn't ready for this, though. We also got to see what rookie quarterback we get here. Noah Brown led the league. Oh, my goodness. Rams is OP. Lions is kind of OP too. Cooper Kupp on the Lions, Brandon Ayuk on the Chiefs, Josh Downs, Romo Dunze. Now, I did import the rookies, ladies and gentlemen. I did import the rookies. Our very first pick is round 1. Pick 10, this is our own pick. Round 1, pick 30 is the pick we got from Buffalo. It turned out Buffalo with Jared Goff was like so good. So yeah, I actually did make a big mistake there. Mason Graham, Michael Williams, Will Johnson, Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, Luther Burden, Will Campbell, Tyrell McMillan, and Benjamin Morrison are off the board. That leaves the Riverhogs up to draft. I kind of do have to take a quarterback here. Now keep in mind, these draft classes, I'm importing them. I have no idea what the overalls of the player are. I don't know how updated they are. So knowing what I know, I feel like I want Cam Ward, right? But Quinn Ewers is supposedly the 3rd best. Each of these guys looks really good. Looks like they have Jalen Milroe. Luckily, I scouted. He's round 2, 3. In Kansas City playbook, you want an improviser quarterback. Cam Ward is an improviser quarterback. 6'2", 224. Great strength. His physicals are really not that good, if I'm being honest. But his skill, I think right out the gates, plug and play starting quarterback, Cam Ward's got to be our best option. Round 1, pick 10. We take Cam Ward. This whole screen is so buggy. It's so lame. I wish I could just see my player. Cam Ward is not hidden dev in this draft class? Cameron Ward is... This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You don't know what you're going to get. I almost like this better, though. Like, it would be kind of lame if I knew exactly what I was getting, right? I am pretty bummed out about that. Here's Abdul Carter. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to take, like, a Quinshawn Judkins. Elite jumping, elite change of direction, solid speed, great accessories. He's not that fast. Bro, I'm about to take Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter has elite speed and great acceleration as a right outside linebacker. I had to switch up my defense like Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, I got my quarterback. That's what I needed most. I'm going Abdul Carter. You gotta be hidden dev, son. He's 62 in true value. He is hidden dev. Oh, 90 speed, 88 excel, 77 strength, Abdul Carter. So I technically just got the round 1 pick 1 and the round 1 pick 3, but Cam Ward in this is normal dev. Now, okay, so Jared Goff has now turned into Abdul Carter. I still gotta make a pick here. Isaiah Bond is available. I don't think that's a value pick here. I think I gotta go defense. I'm gonna pick up Maxwell Hairston, Kentucky. He's got elite agility. The rest of his physicals, I'm not gonna lie, don't look very good. But I'm gonna go with Maxwell Hairston. Oof. Maxwell Hairston is not a hidden dev either. 90 speed, 91 excel, 92 agility. It's fun to pick up the guys that I know, but so far I'm not making great picks. All right, this is our next pick from Jared Goff. So this will be the final thing that Jared Goff turned into. I low-key very much want Malachi Starks. Yo, look at Malachi Starks' physicals. They gave Malachi Starks everything in the book. Elite speed, elite excel, elite agility at safety. It's really not a position I need, but he's just too good to pass up here. Jared Goff ends up turning into Abdul Carter and Malachi Starks. Malachi Starks! Holy shit! That's like the fastest raw safety I've ever seen. 96 speed, 94 excel, 6'3". Ironically, my 2 picks, my high picks, I whiffed on both, but Jared Goff turned into 2 excellent picks. I'm gonna let the CPU take over from here. We got a lot of names that I know from the most recent NFL draft class. Abdul Carter, Cam Ward, Maxwell Hairston, and Malachi Starks. I like this. All right, let me see the draft recap. Just how good or bad are these guys? Wow. So Cam Ward's only a 73. Abdul Carter's only a 73. Harrison's a 74. It's pretty nice for a rookie corner with hidden depth. Or no, sorry, just a rookie corner. Malachi Starks was my best pick, and he's a 76 overall. Damn. CPU picked me up Donovan Jackson and Zamiah Vaughn, Levante Bentley, and Cam Oliver. Let's take a look at this whole class. Who do they have as the best player in this class? 79 overall Will Johnson, 79 Will Campbell. Whoa. So this is super. This class that I just downloaded is super similar to the one I used for the Jaguars rebuild. But I don't think it's the exact same. Oh, actually, it might be. I just remember, dude, I remember Quinshon Judkins being like 95 speed. So maybe they updated it. There's Ashton Genty, dude. He's looking mega washed. He is a 75 overall, but they got him at 87 speed. Bro, they did my boy Ashton Genty dirty. Now he is hidden dev. But damn, 80, is he that slow? I don't think so. All right, let's take a peek at this year 2 lineup. So honestly, dude, with Cam Ward, we're kind of in the same boat we were in with Desmond Ridder. The only thing is there's a gigantic upside here, whereas Desmond Ridder, there's only so much we could do. 91 throw power, 78 speed, 84 excel. Normal dev, dude, we got to get him a great season where he gets a dev trade upgrade. If he gets offensive rookie of the year, he's going to get it. But we just can't let him throw as many interceptions as Ridder did. That was bad. DJ Moore lost his superstar, but guess who got it? Kyle Pitts got it. So we did a little swap there. O-line still looks great. Donovan Jackson, the CPU pickup, was a hidden dev. So hidden dev left guard to fill in there is really good. Defensively, I am really excited. Malachi Starks and Abdul Carter are going to be disgusting. Jalen Johnson gets superstar X Factor. Simmons loses his superstar. So as far as my pass rushers go, it's going to be Montez Sweat rush left end, Abdul Carter rush right end, Milton Williams rush D tackle. Sub linebackers are Jack Campbell and Malachi Starks now. Nick Cross comes in on slot corners for nickel and dime, along with Mekhi Blackman. And I just got to switch up my slot wide receiver now. We got to bring that back to DJ Moore. I can't let DJ Moore slip, man. I can't believe DJ Moore slipped. It's such a good season. Guess he's he's 7 years in the league, I guess, but still. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna go to mid-season with Cam Ward on this KC playbook, and let's find out. I like that start, a little 4-2 start. Cam Ward, honestly, like significantly better stats than Desmond Ridder. Here's one thing I will say. Desmond Ridder's overall was higher because of things like speed, acceleration, agility. Like all things considered, Cam Ward's short accuracy, it's actually really good, so he's not going to throw nearly as many interceptions as Desmond Ridder did, and we're kind of seeing that already. 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's a great start for Cam Ward. Let's get this kid Rookie of the Year. Those yards are going to just about everybody. Samuel, Moore, Wicks. Pitts isn't getting too many reps. And defensively, we're seeing 2 interceptions out of Malachi, 2 out of Nick Cross. Bro, if we can get Malachi Starks... Can we get Malachi Starks Defensive Rookie of the Year and Cam Ward Offensive Rookie of the Year? Dude, we would be cruising. All right, gentlemen, we have a 1-game improvement with Cam Ward. We do have a salary cap of 106 mil, which would be nice, but there's really no free agency yet in a fantasy draft. I'm still gonna check. But all things considered, second in the AFC House for the Honolulu Riverhogs. Let's see if anybody finished at the top of the chart statistically. Dude, Cam Ward 6th in the league passing yards. That has to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. That is a monster rookie season. 4,441 and 12. Dude, he killed it. Brooks went for 806. Moore and Curtis Samuel put up really good numbers. Moore with 1,217. Pitts, 908. What about defensively? Malachi Starks with 122 tackles, 6 TFLs, 1.5 sacks, and 5 interceptions, 11 passes deflected. This has gotta be a Defensive Rookie of the Year season, right? Not to mention Nick Cross put up 4 interceptions, Chuck Clark 2, and 1 apiece for Adebo, Jalen, Justin, and Alex Anzalone. 8.5 sacks for McNeil, 6.5 for Milton Williams. The big disappointment, oh my goodness. Somebody talk to Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter, 62 tackles, 12 TFLs, never sacked the quarterback. He did force a fumble and deflect 2 passes. He blocked a kick. Oh my God, Abdul Carter. If nothing else, he blocked a kick. I have never even seen a stat in that one. That's crazy. What about the whole league? Lamar Jackson led the league on the Falcons. Atlanta Lamar. 50 and 70. Put up a 50 burger? Holy shit. JJ McCarthy is always throwing interceptions. It's good thing you're handsome, buddy. Rushing yards. Saquon Barkley led on the Vikings. 15 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs had 27 touchdowns on the Saints. That is a PPR monster. Josh Downs put up 2,200 with Lamar on Atlanta and 27 touchdowns. Shut up. That's insane. That's crazy, bro. These are some crazy stats in this sim. 7 interceptions for Kamari Lassiter, 17.5 sacks for Nnamdi Madubuike. Dude, this is a fun one. I'm really liking this. Oh, I forgot to show you last year's Super Bowl and awards. In 2024, the Steelers beat the Lions in the Super Bowl. Bijan was Super Bowl MVP. That's great. That's so awesome. Jared Goff was NFL MVP. My goodness. And Offensive Rookie of the Year is Romo Dunze. Defensive, Trevin Wallace. Vita Vea wins Defensive Player of the Year. Dude, Bills had the Defensive Player of the Year and the NFL MVP. They didn't go. I'm kind of glad, because I was about to say, I kind of built that. I built that super team on accident. 2025 Super Bowl, the Raiders beat the Saints by a single point. Jared versus Super Bowl MVP. Cam Ward, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Malachi Starks, Defensive Rookie of the Year. That is a masterclass in drafting. We did it with a normal dev Cam Ward. Holy sh! I think they're both guaranteed a dev trait upgrade for getting the league's Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is going to put Malachi at either X-Factor. I didn't even check. Is Malachi Superstar? Bro, I haven't even checked. If he started out at Superstar, that would make him an X-Factor next season. Oh my God. Look at this. Cam Ward's up to a Superstar, so we got 2 upgrades. Wait, I've never really seen a jump like that. DJ Moore got his back. He got his lick back. Kyle Pitts did exactly what I wanted, resurrected his career. And defensively, Malachi Starks is now a superstar. Jalen Johnson retains it. Abdul Carter is star dev. This is a problem, though. Not gonna lie, Justin Simmons was not a good pickup. This dude is 32. He is losing overalls. Dude, that shit is dropping like flies. Oh my goodness, you are giga-washed. My mom walked in my room. She said, Matt, are the dishes Justin Simmons? I said, yes, Mom. I washed them this morning. Holy shit! Okay, we need to draft a free safety or sign a free safety in free agency, because Justin Simmons is going to turn to fucking ashes. Thanos is going to snap, and Justin Simmons is going to turn to literal dust on the field. See, so like I said, free agency is always super weak at the start, but some of these are actually like, whoa. A 24-year-old star left tackle is in free agency right now? Dude, I've got bread. That's actually an insane... I've never seen this. Talise Fuaga. I'm gonna try my hardest to pick this kid up. We're just gonna move him to left guard or something, because he'll be good there. I'm gonna go very player friendly. He has no interest in our team. He doesn't give a shit about us. We're gonna pull a Myles Garrett. Remember when Myles Garrett said he wanted to play for a contender and he's not playing in Cleveland? And then Cleveland just fucking whipped their cock out and threw like $40 million bazillion at him? Yeah, that's what we're doing with Talise Fuaga, who, for the record, sounds like he's certainly Polynesian, so he'd fit right in on this squad. Or Samoan or whatever, guys. I'm a fucking Haole. I'm a tourist. I'm here for some Dole Whip and, I don't know, Waikiki Beach. I'm gonna learn how to surf, okay? But this kid looks like he knows something about the islands. I'm offering him a giga contract. There is strength on the offer. We are a top contender right now. Let's see if it pulls through. Geno Stone is also available. This is kind of the free safety I was looking for. 27 years old, 81 overall. But we could also just draft one. Wow, this kid's got integrity. He did not care that I threw the gigabag at him. He took significantly less money to go play for Seattle, and I'm going to pass on free agency this season. You, sir, are not the second coming of Myles Garrett. Dude, I have an absolutely insane amount of salary cap. When free agency actually opens up in like 2 years, bro, this team's going to be just... Because it's already, like, look at our team. Our team's already so good. I'm sitting on 140 million cap. We may build one of the best teams I've ever built here. Especially if I draft a good free safety right now. Our pick is round 1, pick 13. No longer do we have an imported class. This is true auto-generated players. We just need to get value here. I'm probably going to go best player available. Okay, this right guard, I think I have to. He's just such a good prospect. Joe Overeem, an Auburn right guard who's 21 years old with absolutely incredible stats. I gotta take it. I'm gonna keep this O-line nasty. Not to mention, Chris Lindstrom is getting older. Joe Overeem was number 2 in true value. This is a freak show right guard. This might be one of the best right guards I've ever drafted. He's the second highest overall player in the class. And I just got him at round 1, pick 15. 96 strength. That's a great pick. I'll probably move him. And I didn't pick up that other guy, so I'll move him to left guard. All right, here's our second round pick. We're off to a great start. Let's see if there's a safety available. Okay, there's multiple strong safeties available here. I just need somebody to have good physicals. Dorian Castle, Alabama, mediocre physicals. Mitch Kelly, great physicals on this kid. He's a zone safety, elite agility, great excel, great jumping. He's a little undersized. I'm gonna take him. Mitch Kelly, you are gonna be a free safety, my son. Yeah, he's undersized and a little bit slow, but he's hitting depth. So he's gonna progress well, and that's really important. Give the kid some PEDs. Make him eat his veggies. He'll get taller. All right, third round pick. I actually wouldn't hate a wide receiver, bro. DJ Moore's like DJ Moore's kind of old. It's all wide receivers left right now, too. And this looks like the best prospect physical-wise, Thomas Groves. Needs to work on concentration drops, exceptional body control, fights for every inch. No issues climbing the ladder. He's a deep threat 5'10 with elite excel. There's a good chance this kid's hidden dev. 109 in true value, and he's normal dev. I spoke too soon. He does have good intangibles. 93 speed, 96 excel is very nice. But normal dev. All right, Mr. CPU, finish me off. Give me that draft recap, son. Oh my God, this is the best player I've drafted in a long time. Normal draft strength, an 82 overall. That's a generational guard. Wow, I haven't drafted an 82 in a long time. I didn't even have a high pick. Oh my God, this class was stacked. Donnell Van Buren, an 84 overall. Joe Overeem, an 82. And Sean Noel, D tackle, 81. And then there's a huge drop-off, no 79s. Gets pretty mid after that, but wow, what a class. All right, take me back to the Riverhogs. What else did we get here? 73 Mitch Kelly, I like it. 73 Daniel Prince. Wait, oh, the wide receiver I got was in the 5th round. I accidentally got skipped over on this corner. Sorry, I do that every once in a while on accident. Looks like the CPU took me a 6'5" corner. Holy shit. This guy's huge. You want to play safety, buddy? No, his hit power and block sheds suck. It's actually pretty cool. Can't tell you last time I had a 6'5" corner. All right, this fantasy draft's been fun. I've really enjoyed bringing a team to Hawaii. Let's play a game this season. I really like how our team looks, dude. So the left guard position right now is Donovan Jackson, 1 year in the league. Right guard position is Chris Lindstrom. My center is Austin Corbett. And my right tackle is Mike Onwenu. So I really didn't need to take Overeem. He just was such a good pick. The value is so there. I think I'm going to put Overeem at center. I'm going to take Corbett out. I really could trade Corbett if there's any value there. But Overeem's going to play center. And let's take a look at this lineup because this is about to be one of the best lineups I've had. Year 3. Cam Ward got superstar. Brooks, he's getting the job done. DJ Moore, Wicks, and Franklin. Look at that O-line, man. 87, 77, 81, 95, 85. And this left side's only getting significantly better. Kyle Pitts sitting there nicely at tight end. And then defensively, Campbell, Abdul Carter, Anzalone, Simmons, Malachi, Nick Cross got superstar. Well, wait a minute. I don't really need Mitch Kelly so much anymore now that I think about it. Maxwell Hairston's looking all right. Wow. I'm going to put Mitch Kelly at backup free safety, and a very washed Justin Simmons finds himself on the bench. He really could still play. We're going to give him another season. Mitch Kelly is getting the NFL version of a redshirt season. Isn't that like a politician or something? Mitch Kelly. I feel like I've heard that name before. Also, I'm not gonna lie, Kansas City playbook is just too OP. I know Detroit can put up some really good numbers too, so we're gonna switch to Detroit's offensive playbook. Power run, vertical passing. Not a particularly good fit for us, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, scheme fit doesn't matter that much. If you look in the bottom right, scheme fit, it's players within 3 overall points of the preferred player type will increase their scheme fit percentage. Players with a perfect scheme fit match will earn extra XP in weekly training. It's just not that big of a deal. So don't fret over this if it doesn't work out perfectly for your team. I'm gonna try out Detroit Lions. Put a little diversity in here. Ooh. Okay, Detroit Lions, I'm 2-5. Not the call. Let's switch this up. Honestly, my O-line is too good to not be running the football. Let's go to Atlanta. Zone run West Coast. The goal of this playbook is to frequently run the football. It's a better scheme fit, which I just said doesn't matter, but come on. Yeah, 2-5 is not good. Our team is the best it's ever been, and we're 2-5. Let's take a look at these losses. So, 6-point loss to the Jags, 6-point loss to Colts, 8-point loss to Steelers. We beat the Eagles and the Ravens. Pretty steep loss to the Titans and a 3-point loss to Bengals. These are all one-possession games we're losing, I guess, for the most part. All right, let's try and get things on track here. We're 2-5, taking on the 2-4 Jaguars. Let's play the moments. Team's gonna look a little different this time around. I mean, more or less the same, I actually suppose. But it's not Desmond Ridder, it's Cam Ward. The offensive line is bolstered, and Kyle Pitts is a superstar X Factor. So it does look similar, but it's a lot different. Although we're starting out here on defense, which does look significantly different. We've got Jack Campbell, we've got Malachi Starks, we've got Abdul Carter. Yeah, this looks so different than before. And there's Jack Campbell and Malachi Starks. Gotta say, the away uniforms are not as clean. I like playing in Honolulu a little bit better than this. What do you got, Malachi? What do you got, Malachi? Play a little bit on the right. See, like, field goal is good, by the way, but is that not intentional grounding? I guess they're saying he's throwing to the receiver down the middle there. I guess there's a receiver in the vicinity. 3rd and 3. What do you got, Jacksonville? A little motion out. I'm on Jack Campbell. It's a big stop here. Michael Penix Jr. is looking for an easy throw, and he... Bro, they updated this game. This is like my third straight franchise where the running backs will just drop a dead nuts football. Oh my God, he just sold. Completely sold. All right, we got a chance here. Can't block the kick. See, Abdul Carter, that's where you come in and block another kick. Hey, 3-0. That should easily have been a reset. But offensively, we don't get anything going here. Now it's 3rd and 11. Honestly, our record doesn't show it, but this team's getting so much better, and we still have crazy salary cap. We're going to be so good. 3rd and 11. Let's guess pass. Let's make a stop. Let's try and get a win under our belts here. Great defense here. Montez Sweat picks one up. It's 4th and 24. All right, 3rd down alert. I'm going to get to play a little rep or two. 3rd and 6. Love Kyle Pitts over the middle here. Let's see who drops back to guard him. They do. I'm going to go DJ Moore. Can't hang on to it. That's a turnover. All right, it's 3-0. We got a 2-minute drill. Yeah, look at this, man. It's Cam Ward. It's DJ Moore. It's Kyle Pitts. And there's DJ Moore on the post. He hangs on this time. What a catch. What a spectacular catch. Clock's ticking, though. We do have 3 timeouts, but we got to get a move on here. Let's go Kyle Pitts, the superstar X Factor. Timeout, Hogs. Timeout, River Hogs. You know what a river hog is, by the way? For those of you uncultured, a river hog is when your mom does a kayak trip. Sorry, I'm not funny, but DJ Moore is open for a touchdown. Drew! All right, red zone alert, 7-3. Got ourselves in the red zone again? Nice work, offense. 1st and goal, man up Kyle Pitts, I dare you. They don't have the balls to man up Kyle Pitts, but Cam Ward is not Desmond Ridder. He's not really trying to be Desmond Ridder, I don't think. It's probably a good thing, but he's just not that fast. 2nd and goal. I'm looking for Kyle Pitts now. I don't see how they guard that. They don't. That's how. Kyle Pitts is in the end zone, our 2 best playmakers with back-to-back touchdowns. Jacksonville scores. It's 14-9, 3rd and 5. It's playmakers time. Let's make some plays, gentlemen. Let's make some plays. 3rd and 5. Jack Campbell, they go for the check down. Jack Campbell, oh my God, just laid the hammer. And they're going for this. 4th and 2, Jacksonville, you dirty dogs. We're playing up close, we're playing tight, we're playing underneath. Malachi Starks, Jack Campbell, what do we got? They're gonna run the football. Jack Campbell, Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter with a ultra clutch tackle. Oh my goodness, a touchdown here will put this game away, 14-9. DJ Moore looks like he might be manned up. I would love it if that's a manned up DJ. Oh, it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yup. Hey, just get a hand on it. Get a hand on it. We need a 1st down to secure this win anyway. I probably should have been running the ball there, but it's all right. I think we're going to make something out of this. DJ Moore is now a little bit tired, but who's going to guard Kyle Pitts? Who's going to carry the boats? Oh, my goodness. Cam Ward, great game right now. Kyle Pitts playing a beautiful game, too. Kyle Pitts is looking like he's manned up. You got to stop manning up my superstars, man. Jacksonville just doesn't get it. All right, 1st and 10. Let's use that beautiful O-line. Oh, my God, that Overeem is a superstar. That's Overeem. Look at Overeem and Lindstrom just bullied that D-tackle. That was DJ Turner, I think. 2nd and 2. We're going to use this O-line. There's a reason we switched to Falcons. There's a reason we have this awesome O-line. It's to bulldoze kids just like that. And Jonathan Brooks just ended this ball game. Let's go. 21-9, the River Hogs and that new offense looking nice. We're utilizing our beautiful O-line. Finally. Great game. Great game all around. Oh, wait a minute. This was an awesome season for the Hogs. 10-7. Atop the AFC South, it looks like that midseason playbook switch-up was gigantic for us. Atlanta Falcons is much more suited for this team. The AFC North is a powerhouse, 11-6, 10-7, 10-7. Now, unfortunately, I didn't think we were going to make it, so I simmed all the way up to offseason. Clearly, we did not make it to the Super Bowl, though, so we lost in the playoffs. But, look at this, a little run back, except this time the Niners win, 37-22. MVP is Joe Burrow. NFL MVP was J.J. McCarthy. Wow, he really stepped it up this season. Offensive Player of the Year was Diggs, Josh Hines-Allen, Tavares Smart, Rayshon Brooks. So we don't find ourselves on any list here, but we actually played a playoff game this season. And if we zoom into the playoffs, I played the Denver Broncos, but lost in the wild card. They got beat by the Chiefs, who beat the Chargers, and then lost to the Niners. It was Niners-Cowboys for the NFC Championship. That must have been a banger. Hey, great season. Super happy about it. How did we play? Cam Ward, 4th in the league in passing yards, 44-8. Oh my goodness, on Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons looking nice. Jonathan Brooks, 808 and 6. DJ Moore Dude, okay, so if you, apparently, which I'm learning, if you go Atlanta Falcons, you go wide receiver 1 and slot wide receiver, it's like busted. 25 touchdowns? They must have like one money play that just is a touchdown merchant. I don't know what it is, but it's so good. Granted, Kyle Pitts is significantly less involved, kind of like the Atlanta Falcons in real life. Defensively, it's Malachi Starks leading the charge. Interceptions, 4 for Jack Campbell, 3 for Starks and Cross. Jalen Johnson's been kind of quiet. 10 sacks out of Alan McNeil. Abdul Carter finally got a sack, 1.5. But he also got, sorry, that's Malachi Starks. I take it back. Abdul Carter had 1 sack. Abdul Carter has been disappointing. Everybody not named Abdul Carter has been getting to the quarterback, but that's okay. We don't need an absolute nuclear hit out of everybody. Love this team. Okay. Free agency. I've got bread. Somebody talk to me. Ooh, I kind of like this. Dude, an 88 overall Chris Jones. I am running a 4-3, so I need 2D tackles. We could start Chris Jones and move Alan McNeil down. I don't hate that at all. Harrison Buck. I'm signing Harrison Bucker. Harrison Bucker's actually so good. Plus, he's a professional woman respecter. I don't even know who my kicker is. I just realized. I have no idea who my kicker is. So we're going there. I'm going to pick up Tommy Townsend, too, because low-key, sometimes I forget to get... I just picked up the Chiefs specialist, actually, is what I just did. And I'm about to pick up Chris Jones. I'm going to take a shot here at Chris Jones. He's relatively interested in the team. He is definitely regressing. Let's try and get one super solid year out of him. We'll give him some big bread for one good year. See if he'll take it. I would love to pick up Nakobe Dean. So right now we've got Anzalone, and Anzalone's kind of aging. Nakobe Dean, 26 years old, 81 overall with great speed. Move him to an outside linebacker. And hopefully keep him for 4 years on not that big of a contract. This is a great value pickup if he signs with us. Let's take a look. What do the boys think here? So, Chris Jones does not sign, but we do get Harrison Butker, Tommy Townsend, and Nakobe Dean. Not a bad free agency. Not at all. I think I do want to draft a D-tackle, though. I kind of have been glazing over D-tackle, and D-tackle is very important when you run a 4-3. I mean, Alan McNeil's done well, but a lot of times I have 2 D-tackles in. So I will say, though, dude, there's hardly ever good D-tackles in draft classes. Although, actually, here we go. Milstead and Casey Moore. These guys look okay. Neither of these guys look like spectacular standouts, but I'm going to go with Casey Moore. Great acceleration, good speed. He's a power rusher D-tackle out of Alabama. Ooh, not good true value, but he is hidden dev. I love it. He's hidden dev. That's all we need. Casey Moore. Let the CPU do my bidding. See what they got. Wow, they drafted better than me. I got a 71 in the first round. They got a 73 wide receiver. Darrell Albert. He's a rookie out of Ohio State, but he is normal dev. 91, 93, not bad. They also picked up a 73 halfback, Reggie Moreland. 88 speed, 89 excel, meh. He's a power back, though. I don't hate the pick. Whole class? Yeah, this was not a generational class like last year's. The best player is a 78 overall, 2 77s, and a 76. This is actually one of the worst classes I've ever seen. A couple of speed demons. There's a speed demon in the 7th round, though. Chargers got a steal. There was a 99 strength D tackle in the 2nd round, too. All right, Riverhogs. How are we looking? Here's the team overalls. Chris Lindstrom, Jalen Johnson, still our 2 best players. Pretty cool. DJ Moore is up to a 90. Malachi Starks, Superstar X Factor, up to a 90. Kyle Pitts, 89, Superstar X Factor. Milton Williams has really gotten up there, along with Jack Campbell, JC Latham, and Joe Overeem in his 2nd season is an 88 overall Superstar right guard. Cam Ward's getting up there, too. He is now X Factor with Bazooka. Let's give Cam Ward some better abilities. Go inside Deadeye. No look Deadeye. I'm going to give him Agile Extender and Sideline Deadeye. Cam Ward really progressing well here on the Riverhogs. Look at his accuracy. His accuracies have gotten so good. I just wish he was a little faster. Oh, no. What has happened in the league in this last year? This was a weird season. We go 7-10, so clearly underperformed. It was another Kansas City San Fran Super Bowl. This time, looks like Kansas City won 30. No, San Fran beat him again. San Fran is whooping on the Chiefs. Joe Burrow is establishing a dynasty. Darrell Albert, our wide receiver, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Hell yeah. Okay, what just happened? We didn't make the playoffs. So we made it one time. So our Dak Prescott led the league on Cleveland. Then it was Shedeur Sanders and Jordan Love. Who wants to tell me what's going on? Yeah, Cam Ward had an off season. This was not a great season for him. Darrell Albert led our team. I did put him in at slot wide receiver, though. I wanted to see if he could get some reps, and he got good reps. Nothing crazy. Kyle Pitts, really well-distributed football this season. Really good rushing stats for Jonathan Brooks. Definitely one of his best seasons so far. No fumbles, 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, not really good, but He's out there playing. 14 sacks out of Milton Williams, 10 out of Alan McNeil. Wow. Nice work, gentlemen. This is just a really weird season for us, if I'm being honest. Okay, I think that was kind of an anomaly. I think our team will play significantly better next year. We got the overall, we got all the pieces. Let's make a big free agent signing, potentially trade our draft pick here. For the life of me, I couldn't get Nick Cross to stay. He has literally no interest in staying in Hawaii. We're not a big market. We don't have the historic championships. Well, Nick, if you stayed on the squad, we might get him, but whatever. Frankly, not a ton of good options in here. Yeah, free agency's always kind of lame on the fantasy drafts. That's my one, like, knock on it. It is so much fun, though. This honestly is a pretty nice pickup. This is a 25-year-old. Tommy Hill, 77 overall. I mean, he's not Nick Cross, but he costs about a third. He has no interest in my team either, but the contract's so small, I can throw a gigantic bag at this kid. Hopefully he'll rethink. He'll rethink his stubbornness. Yes, you, sir, Tommy Hill, you are my Myles Garrett. No interest in my team, yet he signs. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and make, honestly, in my draft pick this year is probably pretty valuable because we were 7 and 10. I probably have a top 10 pick. Yep, round 1 pick 10. I'm gonna package round 1 pick 10, and I'm gonna package Jonathan Brooks. Jonathan Brooks has progressed well, but the big thing that is a differentiator for running backs is that superstar X factor. I gotta poach somebody good. That's my goal here. I want a freak show. Especially in this playbook, I think there's a guy in there for us that could really change the dynamic of this team. Maybe a Breece Hall. Maybe a Devon Achane. Doesn't look like anyone's having a lot of success with their running backs. Travion Henderson, Tyjae Spears, Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker's a 98 overall. I don't hate that. Jameer. I'm such a Lions elitist. I always just want Lions players. Is Saquon Barkley washed at this point? Pacheco's a superstar X factor. I want Bijan. I want Bijan. I'm running Falcons offense, and there's a 99 freak show Bijan. I'm gonna have to put up more for him, though. A first, a second, and Jonathan Brooks lands me best running back in the league, Bijan Robinson. Running backs are always so funny to trade for because in real life, I feel like, dude, what did they get? What did the Niners get McCaffrey? They got him for like a second rounder, right? And McCaffrey at the time was the best running back in the league. And it wasn't even close. All right, team is gnarly right now. Offensive line is God tier. Tight end, ooh. Our first fall off at wide receiver, I will say, DJ Moore, no longer a superstar. He's starting to regress, but our backfield's gorgeous. And our defense is stacked too. Montez Sweat has lost a step, but Milton Williams and Al McNeil, 89 overalls apiece. Jalen Johnson's lost a step. Good thing we got Tommy Hill because Justin Simmons and Nick Cross are gone. Abdul Carter, Jack Campbell, and Redmond. I gotta get Nakobe Dean over at left outside linebacker, but I would very much like to win it right now because it's gonna get a little spooky. We don't get it right here. I ain't gonna lie. I had my 3rd through 7th picks, so I had the CPU draft, and they took Jamie Madden, a super good right outside linebacker, 74 overall in that round's crazy. Great stats. Oh, that's a really good pick. He is normal dev, but a really good pick. In the whole league, was this a strong class? They do got a, oh yeah, very strong class. Joey Phillips, JT Spearman, and Andrew Scruggs, 82, 82, 81. Much better class than last year. And I traded away my picks, so. I think Bijan Robinson was worth it, and time will tell here. All right, we're an 88 overall. Damn, the Falcons are stacked. The Falcons have a 93 offense and a 90 overall. We really got to make it to the playoffs this season. Holy shit. I knew it, bro. Dude, last season had no business being how it was. 15-2? Oh my God. Oh my God. We had the top 2 guys in the league in interceptions. Jalen Johnson with 8, Jack Campbell with 5. Bijan Robinson led the league in rushing yards. That was such a good trade. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Dude, I literally did the Niners trade. Cam Ward, 42-9 on Atlanta playbook. Bijan Robinson, average 5.8 yards a carry under that insane O-line and 1,400 yards. Darrell Albert, the youngster, and Kyle Pitts really putting up numbers. DJ Moore falling off. You're washed, you fell off. Casual. True. 8 interceptions on Jalen Johnson's crazy. Crazy. Milton Williams keeps being amazing. Abdul Carter, I can't get this guy to play good football, but it's whatever. I'm probably just utilizing him wrong, but it really just doesn't matter because I really like my team. That is awesome. Wow, what an exciting season. 20.5 sacks out of Josh Hines-Allen. He led the league. Receiving, Josh Downs. Josh Downs has got to be like a 99 overall. Lamar had 5,100 yards, 53-6. Chill out, dude. Lamar's been going crazy. Atlanta Lamar is something different. I've never thought about using it Lamar type quarterback in that playbook, but clearly it's really good. All right. Oh my God, the 7-10 Raiders are in the playoffs. Stop it. Somebody talk to me. You better show me the league standings. How is that possible? They're at the top of the AFC West at 7-10. Sitting at a 90 overall. Whoa. They've got Josh Allen, Isaiah Pacheco, Jared Verse. Let's see these rosters, man. I mean, this is a fantasy draft, so all the rosters are different. Here's the Riverhogs. Looking real good with those morale boosts right now. Bijan, Cam Ward, Jalen Johnson, Lindstrom, Pitts, Malachi, Overeem, Campbell. Show me the Raiders. I'm so confused. 99 Josh Allen, Jared Verse, Isaiah Pacheco, Trey Smith, Byron Murphy, George Kittle. Josh Allen and George Kittle on one team. Trenton Simpson, Denzel Ward. Here's their first, like, rookie or whatever, auto draft player. Evan Stewart, 96, 95. This is an older team for sure. They don't got a lot of, the auto-generated players. Okay, I'm gonna play the moments here in the divisional playoff. We have made it to the playoffs once before, but we lost in that first round. I'm gonna pop in here with the alternate unis. Play the moments and hopefully move us up to the AFC Championship, right? Because I'm Houston. Yeah, the AFC Championship. All right, kicking this off, we got a third down. Dude, the fact that a 15-2 team is playing a 7-10 team in the first round of the playoffs is one of the crazier things I've ever seen in a franchise. This is definitely one of the crazier things I've ever seen. Cam Ward, I'm going to step up in this pocket. We got some room to work with. And Cam Ward is... Don't let his appearance fool you. He's sneaky athletic. First and goal, we've got one of the best offensive lines in the league, and I just made a massive trade, a first and a second round pick. For this kid right here, you bet your... That's just shenanigans. That is Madden animation shenanigans. But I can promise you that Bijan's getting on the trampoline and going over the... Okay, it sounds like it's comedic timing, but this is not intentional. Bijan Robinson, I need you to get your ass in the end zone behind this God-tier O-line. Quit pansying around. Thank you. 7-0 to kick this off. 3rd and inches. Darrell Albert. So Darrell Albert, the CPU picked him up, and he's very consistently been playing good football. We're going to go down to Alden. That's the backup tight end right there behind Kyle Pitts. And we've got ourselves another third down alert. Play action post shot. A gorgeous play if they are in man coverage. Doesn't look like the Raiders are, though, so I'm going to have to look for Kyle Pitts underneath if they're not. And they're not in man coverage, and guess who's open? It's Kyle Pitts underneath. Coach Classic Haole, are you kidding me? This game is naturally hosted in Honolulu, because why wouldn't it be? Riverhogs divisional. All right, 1st and 10. How do we punch this football back in the end zone? I see what looked like an open Kyle Pitts. It's not anymore. Cam Ward's going to get rid of this. I think I just go back to Bijan. The O-line's there. Kid's at 99 overall. Should be an obvious decision. Look at those blocks, bro. And he got to the second level, dude. Overeem. Joe Overeem. That's one of the best draft picks I've ever made. It kind of looked like a reach at the time, too. It looked like I shouldn't be going for guard, but the kid was just too generational. Bijan's got a two-piece, and this game's just getting started. We are absolutely dominating Las Vegas right now. 14-3. Red zone alert. Hey, let's give Bijan a hat trick. No. We are in Atlanta Falcons playbook. Look at Overeem, bro. He always gets to the second level. Dude, I love this kid. I've never drafted like a generational guard prospect before, so it's kind of exciting for me. This looks like man coverage. It's not, which makes Darrell Albert open. Las Vegas does not run man, is what it's looking like. Let's go Kyle Pitts on an out route. I take it back. They're running man right now. Gosh, I can't get anything right. Damn, a little bit of rubbing back there. Made it so that couldn't get in. But you know what I said? I said I want a three-piece. I want a hat trick for Bijan. Let's give it to the kid. 3rd and goal. 4 yards to go. The blocks are just perfect. It's too easy. 21-3, mercy rule. 10-21. The Honolulu Riverhogs. Behind Cam Ward, Bijan Robinson. I built the Falcons. I have Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts. Why did I not think of that before? I did what Arthur Smith could never do. Riverhogs move on to the AFC Championship against the Los Angeles Chargers. Dude, I don't know why the power creep in this franchise is so crazy, but everybody's got a crazy overall. I think it's because that draft class I imported had way too many super good players, if I'm being honest. I have to assume that's why. Well, no. They were all 79 overall or lower, but maybe they just had really good dev traits, like way too many really good dev traits. If I can be honest, I don't know, but everybody we're playing is great. The Chargers have Puka Nacua. So Puka Nacua still in Los Angeles, just a different roster this time around. Let's take a look at this Chargers team. Chargers squad, Puka Nacua is their best player at 99 overall, followed by Tyler Smith, Joe Alt, Deion Walker, Christian Darrisaw, Nolan Smith, Christian Benford, Joe Tippmann, Cam Justice, a young running back with a lot of speed, Kevin Dotson, Joe Holiday, a superstar corner. Dobbs, AJ Cole, Henry To'oTo'o. I should have got him. It's Hawaii after all, right? They got Baker Mayfield, a 33-year-old, kind of washed Baker Mayfield. Riley Moss, corner. They got that white corner. He's kind of good. And they got Amari in Hampton. Honolulu Riverhogs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm going to play one moment on offense, one moment on defense, and it's up to Sim to take it over for there to bring us to the Super Bowl where I can have no input. It's raining? Well, I guess it does rain in LA in what, January? I guess it does. It's not often, though. All right, we're starting out on defense. Got to go on my boy Jack Campbell. One across the middle looks kind of open, and there goes Baker. We know Baker can scramble. Baker likes to scramble every once in a while. Pull it out. All right, I'm going to blitz Maxwell Hairston off the edge over here. You know, interestingly, ooh, he's able to get up through the middle. Malachi tries to lay the hammer, doesn't. I will say this is one of my first successful rebuilds that did not include a superstar or X-Factor defensive lineman. I know that's kind of random, but I almost always go out and get one because they're so important. And Maxwell Hairston almost just had a huge interception, but swats it down. I don't know. I mean, obviously my D-line's good, but they just never got, you know, X-Factor, superstar X-Factor. Looks like another throw from Baker Mayfield. And what did I say about that D-line? They don't need those. Milton Williams gets home at the perfect time. And that's 5 wide for the Chargers. I don't like this. I'm going on Hairston, see if I can't bait something out. It's a corner route out of Puka Nacua. He's not home. But guess who is? Alan McNeil. And, dude, Alan McNeil and Milton Williams have been so good. But all right, Chargers kick a field goal. That was my one defensive moment. I held them to no touchdown. Now it's time for my one offensive moment, and I just don't see how he guards Kyle Pitts here. He doesn't. That might be a tutty. Kyle Pitts is going to waltz into the end zone. Oh, wait a minute. We're not in Los Angeles. We're in Honolulu. It's raining in Honolulu, which makes way more sense. Way more sense. The Honolulu Riverhogs. Bro, we're Riverhogs. We were built for this. And here I am playing another rep that I'm not supposed to be playing. And I just got bombed, so it's only right. It's only right that I got bombed on the rep I wasn't supposed to be playing. Los Angeles instantly put up a touchdown. We're able to respond with another touchdown back-to-back, 21-10. 13-21, 28-13. It's 4th and 5. This ball game is all but over. Riverhogs were able to close this out. Wow, that got kind of scary there. All right, 4th and 5. Baker Mayfield and Chargers want to just, you know, they want to add a little something, right? But I tell you what, man, once the quarterback on Sim gets out of the pocket like that, they're sacked. Montez Sweat. Shout out to this defensive line. That's a sack out of McNeil, a sack out of Milton Williams, a sack out of Montez Sweat, and a bazooka-activated Cam Ward. He's going to hand this football off to guess who? Bijan Robinson. You know, I respect Jim Harbaugh not trying to give it up, but let's be real, Jim. This game's over, man. You're down by 15 with 16 seconds left. I'm no mathematician, but I think it's over. There goes Bijan, gashing, 11 rushes, 64 yards. Great game for him. This one's over. We're going to the Super Bowl. Wow. This has honestly been one of my most dominant playoff runs. I'm used to everything being a nail-biter or a loss. The Riverhogs are just taking care of business right now, and that's going to lead us into the Super Bowl, man. Who are we going to take on, bro? Let me take on the Bills. Tell me Jared Goff's still in the league. Let me take on the Bills. Oh, it's not even possible. That's the AFC. It's not even possible. Next week versus the Bears? I'm taking on the Bears in the Super Bowl. Do they still have Caleb Williams? At the start of this franchise, the Chicago Bears quarterback was Caleb Williams. We have an overall advantage in offense and defense and raw overall. Talk to me, Caleb. Talk to me, Chicago Bears. They're 13-4. This is a good program. And I tell you what, Bears playbook is not good. So them doing this, getting all the way to the Super Bowl is very impressive. They got to have a good team. And I see now why. Josh Hines-Allen has won Defensive Player of the Year multiple times in this franchise. Bucky Irving's a 95. Caleb Williams is a 99. Cooper DeJean, a 94. I'm facing all the white corners. Shot Bateman, Jamison Williams, Tavares Smart. They got really good wide receivers. Look at this. 3 90-plus overall wide receivers. They got Mason Graham, Mason Taylor, Josh Connerly, Jalen Petrie. Dude, just great draft picks all around. Tyson Campbell, Von Montgomery, Deshaun. Wow. All right, this is a sick team, and this is a sick Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. The Honolulu Riverhogs. This Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay, so our fans are flying in from Honolulu to see us take on the Chicago Bears. We're going to play the full game because I'm not allowed to touch this game. I just got to watch and sim and hope that I've given my team all the tools they need to be successful in this big game here. I'm going to rock the alternates, and I'm going to put Chicago in the all-whites. Big game, gentlemen. Big game. It all comes down to this. The Honolulu Riverhogs, the newest franchise in the NFL. The Houston Texans, in an interesting move, relocated to Honolulu, the islands. Many thought it wouldn't be possible, but in the 6th year of this franchise, quarterback Cam Ward, blockbuster trade Bijan Robinson, and the league leader in interceptions, Jalen Johnson himself, have led the Honolulu Riverhogs to a Super Bowl against the Chicago Bears. All I ask for is a good game, gentlemen. That's all I ask. And Chicago, 7 already. The Riverhogs, 7 already. Oh, boy, let's slow this down because I'm pretty sure we got the football. Look at all those superstars up there. Kyle Pitts, Joe Overeem, Cam Ward, Bijan. 2nd and 10 for the Hogs. There's Kyle Pitts, 3rd and 5. I'm trying to remember. I mean, do we still have Harrison Butker? I'm trying to think who's going to have to come out here and kick a field goal. 3rd and 5, Cam Ward. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Hopefully we never get tested on that because we grab a nice little first down. That was a big conversion on 3rd and 5. 1st and 10. Hand that shit off to Bijan. No. I like it. Actually, what am I talking about? Coach Hole, don't listen to me, bro. I'm just a dirty white tourist, bro. I don't know shit about the islands like you. You've been to the Dole Plantation so many times. You know it like the back of your hand. This guy's got an executive VIP double triple membership at the Sheraton in Waikiki, bro. He knows the island. 7-7. 1st and goal. Cam Ward. What do you got? Oh, he got the ball off. Cam Ward, you're a freak. That's actually insane. I can't believe he got that ball off. Cam Ward with that 99 break sack. 2nd and goal. The fact that you're not running the ball with Bijan's kind of pissing me off, but I don't know ball because that's a touchdown. Darrell Albert. Never doubt the CPU. When the CPU drafts a wide receiver, I swear the kid always ends up being a stud. And I think that is Harrison Butker. Butker's number 4, right? Because I don't know. But he drills it. So we've certainly got a good kicker on the roster. The Riverhogs, 15 plays, 81 yards. A touchdown in the Super Bowl. We've got a lead on Chicago. It is so funny that in the fantasy draft, they still have Caleb Williams. All right, gentlemen. Kicking off halftime. It's the same score, 14-7. Neither us or Chicago could close out that quarter with anything. But it's 3rd and 7. This is a big play. Kicker's coming out if Cam Ward doesn't find a dot. Cam Ward to guess who? That's DJ Moore. DJ Moore has been loyal to this franchise. He's been here for 5-6 years. He's a veteran now. He's been in the league 13 years. He needs this ring, and he's got a chance to get it right now with a huge touchdown catch. Dude, I swear after this season, he was going to retire or we were going to move him. So that's such a big play right there for DJ Moore. Way to stand tall in the pocket, Cam Ward, and shout out to one of the best O-lines we've ever built. 3rd and 3, 21-7. Chicago's got the football. Is a huge conversion. They'll probably settle for a field goal if they don't get this, but they don't get it. Great pass breakup. I think that was Paulson Adebo, but now 4th and 3. Oh my God, they're going for it. Whoa, this is huge. The implications of the entire Super Bowl lay on this 4th and 3. Caleb Williams is going to hand it off. The Bears are psychos. But Montez Sweat, Alan McNeil, and Milton Williams are all over it. Chicago is in a lot of trouble now. Oh my God, it's 30-7. Bijan just tacked on a touchdown. Oh my God, this is the greatest playoff run I've ever had. We're dominating, completely dominating, 31-7 against the 13-4 Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams, the Bears didn't stand a chance. Although he did just giga-heave a Hail Mary, and it looks kind of open. Dude, DBs are just playing too good. That's Paulson Adebo once again, just locking up. Let's see the final plays of this Super Bowl, dude. We're taking home a ring. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Caleb Williams kind of got to do that again. He'll check this one down to a Jamison Williams, who is still fighting. I respect that. He gets out of bounds, picks up the first down, and the Bears are trying to do a Chiefs right now. They're trying to make the score not look so bad so that people don't remember that they actually got completely hosed. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. 14 seconds. Caleb Williams, you're not getting a ring today, son. It's a great ball into the middle, but this is what we call too little, too late for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10, 9 seconds. Is this the final play of the Super Bowl right here? Caleb Williams can't even get it off. 2nd and 10, Chicago Bears. I want it to be 31-7. I don't want them to get a little poverty touchdown here. Good pass rush, big heave, Caleb Williams. The final play of the Super Bowl. If that's a DPI, I'm going to throw hands. Don't you dare hand the Chicago Bears a poverty touchdown in the Super Bowl. Daniel Prince, a 41-yard defensive pass interference. A game cannot end on a penalty. Chicago will have one more snap. Or they just completely bricked the game out, and now we are staring at a patch of grass. I am not kidding. No. EA, come on, man. I got the ref doing the Cupid shuffle. Thanks, man. You know what's the irony, guys? Is, I think it's gonna stick me on this loading screen, too. I think that literally bricked the entire game, which is so annoying because that means it's gonna take my stats away. When I reload this, I think it's gonna take my stats away. Boo! They don't want to see the Riverhogs succeed. That is crazy. The white man wants to take over Hawaii once again. It's unbelievable. Oh, they're gonna act like it never happened. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna sim until we get a W here. Come on, Riverhogs. Dude, and I'm not gonna get the animation of us winning. Wait a minute. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. Low-key, a very similar score, actually. I can do this. I didn't have a choice. It wouldn't let me stop it. The Honolulu Riverhogs are Super Bowl champions. It's a little anticlimactic. They know I wanted to see that. Super Bowl MVP is Cam Ward. Classic Haole is Coach of the Year. Josh Downs continues to win Offensive Players of the Year after year after year. 42-24 dub against the Chicago Bears. A little anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's a bummer that they robbed me of my animation. All right, gentlemen, we won the Super Bowl. The big question: did we put this team in a position for success, or did we sell out for one big Super Bowl? I will say the backfield is gorgeous. Wide receivers are falling off, although Darrell Albert's getting there. Pitts looks good. The O-line's not as great as it once was. Mike Onwenu has moved on. But we still have, dude, Lindstrom still playing and being such a high overall is honestly so sick. I did not think he'd still be here. And then defensively, Milton and McNeil, Jalen Johnson, Malachi. I don't know, man. This team could, honest to God, run it back. And then I'd get to see my animations. fraudulent, but as we were born, so we will die. I followed up my Super Bowl season with an 8-9 season. Granted, when you win the Super Bowl and you go 15-2, you have the toughest schedule. But I kind of knew that I sold this team out just a little bit. That Bijan trade sold me out a little bit. A couple of my free agency signings were definitely overpays, but I got the Super Bowl that I wanted. And the reason I just said that is because look who's in the Super Bowl again. It's the Lions and the Steelers, but this time it's Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. Back in 2024, it was Bijan Robinson and the Steelers beating the Lions. So Bijan Robinson has 2 rings now, one on the Steelers and one on the Riverhogs. It's been a very interesting season. But Cam Ward got what he wanted to do. Josh Hines-Allen won Defensive Player of the Year virtually every single year. He wins it in 26, 27, 28, and 29. I'm gonna start looking into the fact that Chicago Bears defense might be crazy good for D linemen. That's crazy to win it 4 years in a row. And then Josh Downs win Offensive Player of the Year 3 times? 3 times with Lamar in Atlanta. Wow. I'm taking notes. All right, but now we got to check the records books. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of records because I assume it combines the Texans records with the Riverhogs records, right? And the Texans haven't been around that long. So we should have some awesome records here. Career records for the Riverhogs. Cam Ward has passing touchdowns. We didn't beat Arian Foster, Andre Johnson's records, but Jalen Johnson has the career record for interceptions. Single season records. We've got passing touchdowns with Cam Ward. We've got DJ Moore with receiving yards and touchdown catches. Got Jalen Johnson with interceptions. Single game records. We've got none. Not a single game record. Although I will say in sim, these are pretty hard to beat. Rookie season records. Cam Ward's got a ton of these. Darrell Albert's got the rest. Some of these remain, though, like rushing yards and touchdowns. And I didn't run the ball as well as I probably should have. Not until I got Bijan. And then rookie game records, we didn't get any of these either. But honestly, I'm really excited with the awards we did get. It speaks a lot to Cam Ward, DJ Moore, and Jalen Johnson, who were like, you know, they were the core of this team for a long time. All right, Coach Classic Haole. Nobody can match your ability to track. They always say this shit. You fell short of my goals, suck me dry. I won a touchdown with a brand new franchise in Honolulu within 5 years. Oh my goodness, whatever. Coach Classic Haole, it's time to go back to my desk job in Nebraska. My 7-day spring break in Waikiki Beach is over, and I'll tell all my friends how the native Hawaiians just loved me. All right, gentlemen, I love you. This is a great rebuild. I had so much fun with it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!